We're gonna try something new today with NextJS and Tailwind CSS. I'm completely new to these technologies apart from watching some content on YouTube, and we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, here it is, and let me show you on the other side I've got the browser where we'll see the docs and progress. It's not really good Flutter for doing the stuff I need for this website, namely and most importantly SEO, because it's gonna be the website for my company, the company I co-founded, and SEO, it's gonna be all about SEO basically. We need to rank on Google to get clients. I wanted to show you what exactly I'm going to build. The design, I've got a design in place from my brother. Okay. Hopefully it's not too small. This is going to be the website, the home page we're going to build today. We're going to see how far we come, because I don't really know the technology that well. We're going to create an up and up directory here, which should be empty once we go into it. Okay. And initialize the project with create next app. Must be passing the TypeScript command, and here we go. Project name up and up again, and it's getting all the dependencies. Perfect. Now we open the project. Here it is, here it is. Okay. We should have everything here with the index file. Let's try to run it to make sure everything works. In order to run it, npm run dev. Here. Okay. This is basically the website running. But first I want to install Tailwind CSS, which it's really easy to set up. We installed Tailwind, and this is Tailwind syntax, and it's working correctly. Okay, and you can see here the text changing. Okay, so let's get back to the editor, and we're gonna start changing things up and getting closer to the design that is this one. Once again, first of all I'm gonna import some assets and place them into the static folder, because this is going to be basically a static website. We're going to have images in here, and let me see in the files. Let's first of all remove all the stuff. I can leave it empty. Okay, and this should be it. No, there's more. there's the footer and the logo. Actually, we can remove everything from the footer, we won't need it for now. This can stay empty, and now the website looks completely broken like this. Doesn't matter, we're gonna replace everything. What I want to do first is kinda extract some classes into components because I want to reuse them. And so I'm gonna create a new folder called components. Inside it, a new folder called core for the let's say for the ones that are gonna work more or less everywhere. And inside it I want to have a main.tsx file. The main is basically gonna be a wrapper for this main here, and I'm gonna use it because I want to have some fixed padding on the website, basically all around the page. We do it in this way. So we're gonna have a main component which is gonna be a function. This is basically going to return the main we saw in the other file. But with a class name with some Tailwind in it, which is gonna be P10, I believe, and P10 is gonna give a 40 pixel. That's probably way too much. Let's try P5 if that's the thing. You see an error there because we need to export default main. Okay, now we can basically replace all this main with our component instead. Should be closing automatically. Okay, and now you can see that if I put let's say an H1 in here, I should pass the children. So we're gonna have some props here, type any for now, and here we're gonna have props.children. Yeah, which should be like this. So you can see that when I go to the website, I have the text with some padding around it. First thing I want in the main is the navigation bar. So I guess we're gonna work on the navigation bar first. Once again, let me switch to the code. So you can see I've created in the components folder the navigation folder and the navigation bar.tsx file. Here again, we're going to create another component. By the way, the timer is almost over already. Okay, we won't need any props for this. Okay, this is going to be the navigation bar. It's gonna still return some JSX. I always forget that for the return you need the parentheses instead of the brackets. And then we're gonna export this component, navigation bar. We can return a simple div here for the moment. And now I can use, instead of the h1, the navigation bar here. It doesn't autocomplete for me, does it? Navigation bar, here it is. Okay, on the website we still see everything is blank because we need to implement the navigation bar. We need the icon on the very left, and we need another div with all the options on the right. So let's use the class name first here, because we're gonna need to use the flex, I believe, and within it we're gonna have an image. What happens if I give this a flex? Does it keep the elements within it? Okay. And then we're gonna have flex between here. And this looks a bit better, but we need to fix the width, which can be set here. I can have a width of 40 pixel, 80 pixel. Okay, looking nice. I want to make it smaller. So I could add some padding on the y-axis. Let's say 8 pixel. Okay. So this needs to be actually 72 because it's the 80 pixel minus the padding. For it, in order for it to be squared. And okay, so we've got the image. Let's remove the background color. We don't need this anymore. But we need to place all the other options. So we're gonna go with another div. And let me get back to the design for a moment. Okay, we want to add all of these options. So we're gonna keep that and go back to the code. So in the navigation part, I want to have a navigation button .tsx. Let's define the props for this one. Here we have the title and the path. In the navigation button props, since we passed it here, we have access to title and path, and I've put it in the normal paragraph. Back to the navigation bar, we can now use a navigation button with a title, which is gonna be the home in this case. No, we said we don't want to have the home. So instead of home, what was the first one? It was technologies. Technologies, methodology, and how we work. Technologies. Path is missing, but it's required. It's eventually gonna stay required. For the moment, actually, okay, like this. It's not like that. It's the other way around. So we have technologies. I can't remember. Okay, justify between. Let's justify this at the end, I believe. And this I can have, instead of flex between, justify between. Will it work? Yes, it does work. Check it out. We have technologies here now. I'm not sure justify end here is needed. It's not. Okay. Flex maybe. Not as well. Nothing changes. We're gonna see eventually if we need to define something here, but for the moment I'm gonna remove the class name. Okay, so we have technologies, then we need two more, because we need methodology and how we work. There is an issue here because they're displayed in a column. I don't want to have that, so that's probably where I need the flex. Right? Right. Okay. So I've added the flex here. As you can see, all of these now are placed together. So what I'm gonna do is to give them a margin to the left of like 4 maybe, like this. Should be more. Even more. I believe in the design was something like this. Let me check. No, maybe something less. Let's give it a 10 and we are set. Okay. One thing I forgot, the background is now white and it's not supposed to be white. That's pretty easy to fix. We're gonna go here, we're gonna replace it with a class name and go with background gray 100. Now it works. It's here. A couple of things. This should take the whole height of the screen. So we're gonna go back, and I believe the option is H screen. So we have it. The gray area took the whole screen. So this was a very quick change. Let's get back to the navigation bar. Here in the code. And let's see, let's center these elements here vertically. And to do that, you would go how? Justify center. No, it's items center. Then. Okay. Now it looks way nicer. We have this, and we need to create the Contact Us button. We're gonna have a different component for that. Actually, I want to have a generic call to action button. Yeah, definitely. So I can reuse it. So we're going to create a new file, call it CTA button. Just like that. .tsx. Okay. Once again, another component. We go with this, with a generic object, and it should work. So the CTA button is going to be a div. Which is going to have props dot children here. Okay, done. When TypeScript doesn't work, override it. And we want to style it though. We're going to use a background color of say yellow 400. And then we want to have padding on the X of 16 pixel and the padding on the Y of 8 pixels. Like this. Okay, let's see how it works. I need to add it in the navigation bar, so we're gonna have CTA button with actually I can just leave it contact us like this. I don't need a paragraph. Let's see how it looks. Okay, decent enough. We should give it some the same spacing that we used for the navigation button, which is ML10. Here, ML10, and we're going to use it here as well. Actually, no, I don't want to use it here. Otherwise, every single button is going to have that. I want to use it externally. Let's see if I can do kind of a hack, really. I don't know if it's done like this. Without declaring the type, otherwise it's gonna collide with the children part. Const style. It's going to be equals to will it work? props dot class name plus all of this. It will never work. And here, instead of the string, I will pass style. Okay, this still works. This one is still there, so it may be working. So that I can pass class name here, and for example pass the MTL. And it works. I don't know if it's the right way to go. Having a string interpolation like this feels a bit of an hack to me. Maybe to make it cleaner, we could declare a type CTA button props. Okay, and we need to figure out what types class name and children are, basically. Okay, everything seems to work. We'll leave it like this. Only thing, I want to give it a round border. Like this. Okay. And the navigation bar is pretty much finished. Yeah. Actually, when I hover on this, I want the color to change. That's pretty easy to do. In Tailwind, you can have over and then say BG yellow, say 300. And when I go back to the website, it changes the color. And since we are at it, I want these things to be underlined when always on the over. All these parts, I want to have them underlined when they hovered. So we should go to the navigation button in the paragraph here, and we should have one over, underline. Let's see if it works. Okay. No, I want to see the pointer. I want to select so that the small end comes up. Okay, let's go back to the website. Okay, really nice.